Okay. So yesterday we covered five topics and today we are going to see about high availability. Okay. So what is high availability? Which means the server should be reachable always without any interruption. Okay. Uh, like when any overload comes in the server, it should be keep accessing. At the same time, when there is a no load also, we should be able to access the server. If something happen machine like crashing or some disaster happen in the physical location level, then we should have some alternate options to avoid the business critical. Okay, so I'll just tell one second, I will pretend. So, okay. Okay, so usually how the VMs are placed, as everyone know, the server has been placed in the Microsoft Azure backend servers. Okay, so this is the physical region, and this region, in this region only our machines are placed. Our virtual machines are placed like this. Okay, so on top of physical server, this is the physical server, and these are the VMs. Okay, so using the Azure portal, we are configuring these machines, and with IP address we are taking RDP of these machines. Okay, so this is how the machines, virtual machines, are placed in Microsoft backend physical location. So high availability means, for example, uh, this is the VM1. This is my machine. If something happen or something uh, issue with this physical machine, what will happen? Whatever the virtual machines are running on top of the physical machines, everything will be crashed like this. So what will happen? We will get alert the we will get the alert like machine is not reachable, or network timed out, or RDP offline, something not reachable. We will get something like that. So assume that if you are running into production environment, is it a good practice if we don't have any availability alternate for this failure? Obviously, Microsoft brought the concept for high availability if these are the case comes, like hardware failure or software failure or such kind of issues happen in Microsoft side. So Azure brought the concept called high availability. So using the high availability, we can achieve 99.95 percentage SLA. The technical terms called SLA, service level agreement. 99.95 percentage means there would be 0.05 percentage outage would be there, but 99.95 percentage the Azure giving guarantee to company. So maximum they can avoid outages. Only there is a chance just 0.05 percentage outages. Okay, so just keep remember this SLA for high availability. There is a chance in interview they will ask what is the SLA for high availability. Okay, So now Azure brought some high availability options. There are few availability concept that they have brought into picture. The first one, availability. Okay, first we'll see about availability zone. Second, we see about availability set. Third would be scale set. Okay, so these are the three availability options that Azure brought, and one more availability that is there, that is DR, disaster recovery. Okay, that is a different concept. Disaster recovery. So that is a different concept. So just as of now, ignore this one. Okay, I will let you know later. So just try to remember the high availability are three options. Okay, so we'll just discuss about the first one is availability. Sorry, first we'll discuss about availability zone. So already I have told about zone, how the zone would be. What is zone? You might be knowing that zone in the region. So what is zone? So zone, as I said, in the physical region. So just assume that this is the physical region. Inside the physical region, they have separated the data centers, the each data center called zones. So maximum 3 zones would be present in data center in the region. So this is zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. So each zone that is called data center. Okay, so how the zone concept will work out, when you create one virtual machine. For example, this is the virtual machine. You created the virtual machine and you are going with high availability option. Zone, you are choosing zone availability option. So there are 3 zones available in the region. When you choose the region, when you choose the zone, you have to choose multiple zones. For example, you are placing your virtual machine into zone 1 and zone 2. The both the same machine will be present in zone 1 as well, and then zone 2 as well. Okay, suppose if you choose zone 3 also, you will have 3 copies that is placed in 3 different zones. If something happen in zone 1 means one data center, some disaster happen or some failure happen in the zone 1, what I mean, the connectivity will goes to zone 2. The same access, RDP access, you can able to access from zone 2 location. In case if the zone 2 gets failed, same the RDP connections will goes to zone 3. Okay, so in this zone method we can avoid, we can overcome and we can achieve 99.05 SLA. Okay, so this is very simple concept for high availability. So are you clear this one? I'll just show us demo also. Guys, are you clear?
Yeah.
Fine. Okay, so I'll just go here, Azure portal, go to virtual machines. So it is not like that only the zone will work for virtual machine. Whatever resource you create, if the options are available, then you can place the machines. can place a database also cross zone. You can place load balancer also cross zone, like that. Okay, so now go to virtual machine and just create virtual machine. Choose virtual machine, basic informations, zone machine. You see the region that based on our project requirement we have to choose the region. Okay, and then availability option. This is the high availability that what we are discussing now. You see here the first one, no infrastructure redundancy required, which means I don't want any availability. So just my system will be placed in region and one data center. There won't be any data copy into other zones. That is the first option. So yesterday we deployed the virtual machines with this by default option. Okay, you might have remember I told I told yesterday this availability options leave it, we'll discuss next. So now we are discussing this availability. Okay, first one, availability zone option. You see, physically separate your resources within Azure region. So within a single region you are separating your machines or your resources. Okay, so now we selected high availability option as availability zone. Now we need to choose which zone required to be placed. Okay, you see zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. You can place your machine into 3 zone also, or 1 or 2, based on requirement. So if I place my VM into zone 1, so this, for example, this is the zone 1. Okay, so the copy will be placed in the zone 1. In the data center multiple servers will be there, server 1, server 2, like that. Okay, the first copy will be present in one server and second copy in another server, but it is in the zone 1 only. Okay, so if something happen, issue happen in the physical first server, suppose the issue happen in the first physical server, means the first VM will not be reachable and the connectivity will immediately goes to another VM where the zone, I mean where the availability configured. Okay, this is how it's work in zone 1. If you choose zone 2, the data, I mean the resource, the VM will be present in zone 1 and then zone 2 as well. Two copies would be there. Okay, so now I just choose only zone 1 and then rest all the types are same, standard, images same, other stuffs are same. Just I will click and review the virtual machine. That's it. So any doubt in zone 1 concept? That's it about zone, availability zone.
Ram, if you
Ram, one doubt here.
select
Go
Yes,
ahead, Amna.
if you select the three zone in case, so it three copy will store in the three zones, right? So
yes,
if any one of these zone is failure, means two will be up and running, so there won't be any issues like that. I mean, three
correct.
copies will be stored in zone one, zone two, zone three.
Exactly. All three zones
Okay.
are interlinked with the fiber connectivity. Okay, it's all keep syncing your data. If anything goes down, immediately the second VM come up to the picture and the data, whatever you kept in the machine, those all the data are keep syncing with rest of other zones as well. So there won't be any data loss, but there will be little bit outages because the connection should transfer to other zone. So probably it will take some fraction of seconds. So that is why they did not give a guarantee for 0.05 percentage of SLE. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So Ram, you've said there are multiple regions, right, wherein you've selected US East. So, based on the region, is there any cost involved, or any region you select, maybe based on your project, is it all the same cost?
Right.
Region, or based on the zones that we select?
Correct. It's a good question. I thought to explain this topic when I explain
Okay,
about
okay.
cost details in
Cost.
subscription.
Uh,
Okay. But
oh,
obviously
okay.
the cost would be vary depends on the location. Okay. And other thing, each location the resources will not be available in all the region. Some regions would have some special resources and some regions it would not have. Okay, the main reason why most of the projects are choosing east us or central us. So us data centers, I mean us regions having all the features, it would be supporting everything end to end. But other regions, they would be having some improvement, some development. Still they are trying to build their complete infrastructure. So that is the reason they cannot provide complete features in some other regions. So based on that, the cost also will be vary between each and every region. That we discuss end of our session. There is a separate session I have for this
Okay,
cost
Ram.
and other
Yeah.
stuff. Okay.
Okay, okay. Got it. Thank you.
Okay, fine. Okay, all governments will go for next availability set. That is the very important concept, and that is the most preferable method in all the projects and companies. Okay, so we'll go for other one. Okay, so availability set. So the naming itself we get to know. Set means it's a group of machines. The short name is called as AV set. Okay. In project we used to talk, we used to use the word as AV set only, not full name. Most of the time we will not use full name, but we used to tell AV set, availability set. Okay. So what it is actually working, availability set. So again, I will take an example of Flipkart. So we all know that there is a big billion day comes in next week, October 8th or 10, I guess. So from 8th to 15th, roughly 1 week, the festival, so the offer session will be there in Flipkart. Okay, so just one VM, and this VM I'm running Flipkart account. I have designed this virtual machine based on the customer access to this Flipkart application. So roughly just 100 people are daily coming, and I have designed the virtual machine for only this 100 people. And next week the big billion days comes, so everyone knew that the Flipkart gives tons of offer. So in that case, more than lakhs users will come. More than lakhs users will come. And do you think that the one server will be sufficient to handle the load? Obviously, it cannot handle the load. Okay, so that case, what we can do to keep our applications into high available, we are going to availability set option. So what actually will happen in availability set? Just think that, sorry guys, my mouse is not moving properly. So this is the AV set that I create. So for 100 user, one machine is sufficient. But if the multiple user comes, we will get timed out, request timed out error, or 404 page not found error, 403, 420 errors, something like that. Okay, which means the applications are not available and there is no, I mean, if the applications are not available means obviously the production will lose, business will lose to Flipkart. They will lose lakhs or crores business loss. Okay, so to keep these applications into high available, we are using availability set option, and inside the set we will be having multiple virtual machines, and each virtual machine will be handling the load equally. Okay, so load balancer will be doing the routing task that we see in load balancer concept, but as of now, just remember, just try to understand about AV set. When you place the virtual machine into AV set, we can avoid the outages of applications. So this method also we can achieve 99.95 availability SLA. So now this thousand, sorry, lakhs of users will come, the traffic will be routed to backend equally. The traffic will be equally divided and assigned to all the virtual machines. For example, this virtual machine will handle 500 people, 500 users, and these 500. So like that, we can add number of machines into availability set to avoid the business to avoid the application outages. So there is a set we used to create and place the virtual machines into availability set. Okay. So any doubt in availability set? Because this is very important. Have to take, it will take some times. Other concept also there in availability set. So no worries. We'll take time and make everyone more clarify on this.
Ram, regarding this availability set, will keep in like one data center or where actually it locates?
Okay. So it is inside the region only. One physical region only. The availability set will work. I will come to the point next point. Okay. So fine. If you all good, I will move for another topic on the same AV set. There are two types of AV. The two types will be used in AV set. One is fault domain, another one is updated domain. So just try to understand about fault domain and updated domain. This AV set, I mean, it is already it would be there inside the region. Okay. For example, this is the region. Inside the region, I will just place the uh, this is my um, zone, one zone only, just assume that. Okay, so inside the zone there are multiple servers, so these servers are placed in rack wise, so like this only. Okay, so likewise, rack 1, 2, 3, within a data center, multiple rack will be there. Okay, so what they will do, they will, okay, just this is called rack 1. So the same way, multiple racks will be there. Uh, like this. This is rack 2, rack 2, rack 3, rack 4, like that. So in fault domain and update domain, why they brought this concept again? So we don't know about Azure backend servers. Sometimes the server get reboot automatically due to some unconditional reason, due to patching or due to maintenance. There are some reasons, reasons for making reasons for faulty reasons, physical outages, power outages, power outage, cable issue, server reboot. This is comes under faulty reasons. Okay, and updated domain in the sense this is something predefined activities, something already known. Updated domain like server maintenance, patch install reboot, and uh, okay, so these just for assume that these are the reasons that happen in faulty reason. These are physical server crash, cable issues, and updated domain. These are so when you create a AV set in sorry here in AV set in zone 1, if any outages happen in rack 1, what will happen? So if there is no concept, if there is no AV set concept means just assume that your VM is placed here. So the rack VM, the rack completely servers are crashed, or the VM where it is present, that physical server crashed means what happened? There will be outages. There will be complete outages. Correct. At the same time, if suppose the server is patched and it is installed, this condition, the server maintenance and patch install and reboot, without knowing the VMs get rebooted, sorry, the physical server reboot, what will happen? Again, the business outage will happen. I mean, the applications will not be reachable. Got it? This these two method usually happen in Azure region. Okay, so we need to overcome this both faulty as well as both uh, updated domain issues. Got it? So any doubt in this faulty and then updated domain concept? So you have to very clear. This is very important one again.
No, Ram.
O- Okay, so fine. So there are some
Once again, can you
limitations.
repeat?
Fine. Okay. So uh, as I said, there is a there would be a reasons for outages. Obviously, even if you take example of our personal laptop or our office laptop, sometimes patch get installed automatically and then reboot automatically without knowing us. At the same time, if something you know uh, power outages happen to our laptop, also what will happen? It will goes power off automatically. So what will happen? You will lose your files. Whatever the files you open, you will lose those files, which means there is a outages. So these kind of issues comes in faulty reasons like physical outages, power issue, cable issue. Okay. At the same time, updated domain means due to patches or server maintenance, suddenly the system get reboot automatically. So these are the two feasibility that happen in Azure physical region. Okay, because that is the machine. So anytime anything can happen. No one can find out, no one can predict that one. Okay. So when we are going with the availability set, these two, they just considered about these two options, then they have placed this availability set. These are the two major issues that happen in Azure backend side. I mean, physical means something interruption will be there. Some issues obviously it will come. There will be no guarantee for sure. So that is the reason they are just divided into two faulty reasons, and then they are creating the availability set to overcome this issue. Okay, this is the general issue, and to overcome this issue, we are using availability set concept in Azure. So if you are creating, just assume that if you are creating a virtual machine, that virtual machine placed in rack 1, this is that VM. So this rack 1, entire rack 1, due to power issue, entire rack 1 physical servers are crashed or went down. So what will happen? Your VM also will go down and you cannot access. Correct. So we need to overcome this issue, this failure issue, as well as due to maintenance, the Microsoft will reboot their rack servers, and our VMs are running on top of the VM. So what will happen again? When they do reboot, our virtual machine also will reboot, and sometimes it's stuck in the reboot. So outages will happen, and our business loss, I mean our product will go loss only. So to overcome this issue, we are going to use this fault domain and updated domain concept in Azure region level for high availability. So any doubt, or still I'm confusing you, or you are not getting the clear point? To understand very easily, just assume that you don't think about this all fault domain and update domain. But you should know what is fault domain, how it works, and what is update, because in interview they will ask. Okay, you have to remember, availability set means we need to create one AV set and we have to place the virtual machines. If one machine goes down, another machine will be up, and other machines will be keep running state. That's it. You have to remember these main thing. But to answer in interview, you have to understand about fault domain and update domain concept, how it works. Okay.
Ram,
Yes.
yeah, Ram. If you are using a fault domain and updated domain, right? For
Mm.
that thing, you can able to give any live examples for understanding
In
better. Mm.
live example, that's what here I explained, right? Flipkart. See, you just assume that one machine, one application is running. Flipkart, 100, normally 100 people are using Flipkart every day. Okay. So when big billion days comes, next week big billion days is coming. So during that time, n number of users, assume that lakhs of users are coming. So single machine, virtual machine will not be sufficient. Correct. So we need to keep the application always running without any error, like timed out error or 404 error. Due to over, if many users comes, what will happen? The single VM will go down. It will hang. So the applications cannot be accessed. Or when 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 everyone accessing this application, suddenly this VM is crashed. Okay, suddenly during that big billion offer, the VM is crashed. Where is the backup for this virtual machine? The backup restore, that is different one, but during that, I mean, at the presence of time, how they can rectify this availability? Obviously they should have some alternate concept to bring up this system and keep the business in active state, right? So that is the reason they are going for availability set. Okay, when first VM is crashed due to some reason, due to fault and domain reason, the other machines whatever we added, that will be keep running with the same application. The users will be keep accessing the machines. This is the simple example. Are you
Yeah,
understand or
yeah, okay.
still your
Yeah, now it's clear.
yeah, that
Now
is
it's
what,
clear, Ram.
due
Yeah.
to the heavy load we are keeping the servers in availability set. Okay, so because we cannot depend on single VM, anything can happen. The anything means the two reasons will happen. Fault reason will happen, or update domain reason will happen, because we cannot predict the machine strategy every day, right? These are physical machines. Something happen means the virtual machine obviously it will go down or restart. So, if you restart for 2 minutes, the business people they will lose roughly $5,000. Do you believe it is happening? Even in my project, it happened. Just for 3 hours, they charged $5,000 penalty. I mean, client will be charging the respective company. Company has to pay. Company will claim from Azure, because if the incident happened from Azure side, the Azure will pay the amount to a company and company will pay to respective client. So that is why they will keep always all the servers and everything keep ready state and keep running state. There should not any outages. That is the reason they gave 99.95 SLA in this method. They are giving assurance guarantee up to 99.95, only 0.05 percentage outages. This is very very rare case. Why? Because they gave 0.05 outages. If one machine is crashed means the connection should this connectivity will goes to another VM. So this will take fraction of seconds, 10 seconds or 20 seconds or 30 seconds. Okay, that outage only they just gave us 0.05 percentage. That is why they are not giving 100 percentage assurance. Whatever they brought a concept for high availability, still there is a chance for outages. So hope now you can you got this point, right? What I'm explaining about availability set.
Yeah, Ram, got it.
Okay. Still, if you all have a doubt also, no problem, ask me. I will once again tell, because this is very important concept. Okay,
Yeah,
so
you can
now,
show us real time now how to
yeah,
implement
I will.
maybe.
Yeah, I will show. This is a live. I will show in live demo. This is a important
Okay.
concept. Yeah. Okay. So next thing that, uh, yeah. So totally there are four fault domains are there, and up to 20 updated domains that we can create in availability set. So what is we seen what is faulty domain and what is updated domain. Now we'll just come to the point why I just gave us four. So first you try to understand about fault domain. Assume that this is fault domain 1, sorry 0. It will start from 0, 1, 2, 3. FD0. The short name is FD fault domain 0, FD1, FD2, FD3. Fault domain 0, 1, 2, 3. So totally 4 fault domains. 4 is the maximum. Okay. Based on business critical, we can choose fault domain more. I mean, 4 is the maximum. One you can choose 2, 3 like that. Okay. And this is the rack, physical rack, rack 1, rack 2, rack 3, rack 4. Okay, so assume that you have a 6 virtual machines. Anything you can give, just assume that 6 virtual machines you are going to place into fault domain and then updated domain. So I said the fault means outages, update domain means maintenance. Okay, now I'll just place the first machine. Okay. VM1, this is VM2, VM3, VM4. Okay, so assume that I just selected only 4 fault domain because that is the maximum limit. What will happen for other 2 virtual machines? See, I have placed into each of the fault domain. Rest again I have 2 virtual machines separately. So again, once the fault domain completed, again it back to fa- fault domain 1, I mean rack 1, and then rack 2. So these ways the VMs would be placed in fault domains, I mean in the rack equally. Okay, so my requirement is 6 VM. I have chosen 4 fault domains for availability set, and updated domain from 0 to 20 updated domain we can choose. As of now I'm just choosing 5 update domain, just randomly you can choose. So now you see how this update domain concept will work out. Okay, when you place the first server in fault domain, the first update domain will be placed like this. One, UD means updated domain, UD2, UD3, sorry, okay, UD4. This medium is UD5, UD5. So we have selected only 5 updated domain, right? So all the updated, we have placed the machines into all the updated domain as well. So again for the 6th VM, it will go back to updated domain first, updated domain 1. Okay, so like this the machines will be placed in fault domain and then updated domain. Virtually we cannot see how it is happening in the backend, but this is the just a diagrammatic way, graphical way. Now uh, fault domain, we'll see the fault is happening. Okay, so assume that fault is happening in rack 1, rack 1, what what will happen, the rack 1 will be completely crashed. Still we can able to access the machine from rack 2, which means fault to domain 1. The fault to domain 1, 2, 3 are keep running, same applications keep running, but the fault to domain 0, two machines are crashed and these two cannot be accessed. The same applications would be running in fault domain 1, 2, 3. It would be keep running and keep accessing. Okay, suppose again the rack 2 goes down, still we have rack 3 and rack 4. I mean servers are keep running. Okay, so this is how the fault domain will work actually. And updated domain, update domain, how updated domain will work. So I said updated domain in the sense it's a maintenance kind of things. Okay, so for example, the machines whatever present inside the fault and updated domain will not be rebooted at the same time. Okay, it will be rebooted one by one because we configured updated domain. Now the first, just assume that the first reboot happen in update 1 means, okay, what are the machines are placed in updated 1? These two. Okay, the first attempt these two machines will be rebooted one by one. So reboot VM1 first, VM2 second. These two machines only reboot in the first attempt one by one. So on other time we have still other machines are keep running, so there won't be any outages for our application. Got it? The second attempt, second attempt in UD2. UD2 you see only one machine, so one machine only will reboot for the maintenance purpose. So other servers are keep running. Okay, so this is how this fault domain and then updated domain actually work out. Okay, so just to understand, there is a document from Microsoft. Okay, so this is that one. You see fault domain and then updated domain. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I said concept are correct only, but the fault domain counts are I said wrong. So totally three fault domain. Sorry, I said four, right? Uh, Sorry. Okay, just leave this one. Sorry guys for that. Totally three fault domain 0, 1, 2, and you see the VMs are placed. First VM fault domain 0, 2, sorry 0, 1, 2, and then 4, 5, 6. Again updated domain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry 5 again 1. So if updated domain 1, I mean if any maintenance comes the server needs to reboot. So this update domain 1 and this one will be rebooted at the same time. So at the same time other servers are keep running. Okay, so this is the concept. So the maximum limit is uh, here. I just said wrong. So 3 is the maximum limit in fault domain. Updated domain is 20. So 3 means 0, 0, fault domain 0, 1, 2. That's it. Totally 3. Okay. So any doubt in fault domain? Sorry, any doubt in availability set? So if we all clear, we can go ahead and create availability set.
No, Ram.
Okay, so others also good, right?
All good.
Fine. Okay. Okay, so how we can search this availability set? As I said, we can get it everything in global search. Here you search like availability set, you will get it. So click create. We need to give resource group name. So as I said, subscription and resource group is the mandatory one. Whatever resource you create, you should give these details, resource group and subscription, otherwise you cannot create it. Okay, and then give the name for availability set. So I'll just give us avis hyphen set, and the region we need to choose which region, and fault domain. You see here, this is what we discussed. You see the maximum count is 3, 0, 1, 2. The numbers start from 0, that's why the count here they gave us 3. So 0, 1, 2, so totally 3 fault domain. And updated domain, you can see totally 20 updated domains. So the reason why they gave updated domain 20, because monthly once or twice Azure will will start their maintenance from their backend. That is the reason updated domain they gave more. Okay, so just click and create advanced option. This and all not required. Okay, so just click create and review and create. Validation succeeded. I'm just creating this AV set. So AV setter is being created. Before that, one interview question that I need to tell. It's very important one. Every interview you will expect this question. Uh, See, we have created AV set, right? Now, go to virtual machines, create a virtual machine. So I said, in the creation of virtual machine, the basics tab we can see availability option is availability zone we discussed, availability scale set, that is another concept, availability set, automatically distribute your VMs across multiple fault domains. Okay, just choose this one. You see here availability set, it is asking to create. I think it's still creating. Okay, so the another I said right, one interview question. uh, when you are deploying any virtual machine without this availability set, suppose you did not selected any availability options, and then you deployed this machine successfully, later you identified and you need this particular VM. For example, this is VM1. This VM needs under availability set, means you cannot modify the virtual machine settings after you deployed successfully. Once you deployed, then the requirement comes that you need to place the particular VM into availability set. Is it possible to place it again after the deployment? No, we cannot place it if you did not selected this availability option. Okay, if you selected, suppose you selected none means no means, later post deployment of this virtual machine you cannot add this virtual machine into any of the availability set. Okay, so suppose this VM1 I need to place it again means you have to recreate the virtual machine once again, which means you have to delete the old machine, again you have to create the new machine. During the creation you have to choose this availability option. If you did not select it, then post deployment you cannot use this machine into you cannot add this machine into availability set. Just you can use the machine as it is, that's it. Okay, so this they will expect this question they will ask in interview. Is it possible to add existing virtual machine into availability set? This is the question. Existing virtual machine into availability set, so you have to answer them. Yes, we can, but if the VM if the VM added with availability option, then it is possible. If not, we cannot add it. The answer is no. While you deploy the machine itself, you have to choose availability set. If you selected none, no means no options to add into availability set. Got it? So I'll just see our availability set group. Okay, so my availability set has been created successfully. See here, this is the AV set that we created, and go here, you see there is no virtual machines. See, there is no virtual machines. Okay, so we are going to place the virtual machines inside this availability set. So just go to home, go to virtual machine, create virtual machine. VM1 is to use. So the option I'm selecting availability set, and here you see the availability set, it's coming our availability name, whatever we gave that name is coming. Okay, suppose if you need to create instant time, then you can directly create from here. So just create new availability set, give a name and click OK. You will get it will be get created automatically. So you are adding the virtual machine in AV set, then other configurations are same. Just give as it is, username as user, password. Okay, so just filling the details as it is. Networking, let it be the default one. Same configurations, so I'll just directly create review. Validation is failed, something I did not give in disk. What it is coming? Disk required information is missing or not valid. What did not I give? The so again it is validation getting failed. Required information is missing. What information I did not give here? Add. The selected availability set required unmanaged disk. Okay. Gen 2 VMs required managed disk. Update the VM generation settings. Just a moment. It is giving selected availability set required availability and unmanaged disk. It is unmanaged disk.
While creating a availability set, we have to give any disk information.
No, no, not required. But it is might be they have added some, these are recent update, I guess. Storage account Gen 2 VMs required. Okay, update VM generation setting there. Okay, so here configure VM generation option is not available. Section concentration. Just moment, guys. I'm seeing that options. Standard align the free services eligible. Actually, I'm using free trial subscription, right? So that is why the permissions were missing. 2012. We'll see some other images. Windows Server Gen 2. To consider this resource of virtual machine skill set. Actually, in the image, VM generation, Gen 1, Gen 2 are there. Gen 2 is the latest one. Gen 1 would be supporting both 64 and 32-bit operating systems long back, but now they have moved to generation 2, which is support all the versions of operating systems. So here there is something is missing. What not supported. Okay, so this Linux operating system is supporting this AV. So what it is there? That manage the selected is it required? Just a moment, guys. We'll try to fix this issue.
Ram, can we try to attach a disk and can we try?
Uh, you mean that okay, new disk
Yeah.
selected availability set required unmanaged disks. Sure. Set the selected availability set require unmanaged disk type. Okay. One moment. We'll try to create a new availability set. Something are missing. Okay, guys. So we did small mistake. When we created availability set, I didn't see this last option. Actually, they brought a new one. Use managed disk. So this we need to give it yes. So that is why we are getting that alert only. Okay, no
Okay.
problem. We will create one more AV, AV set -2.
Ram, can't we modify in the previous created one?
Uh, I guess no, because these are the properties. During the deployment itself, we have to modify, otherwise we cannot adjust any of the deployment files.
Okay.
Related deployment. Reset. Okay, you see the management managed is yes, and the first we see okay. The first one which is managed is no. So these are the properties we cannot modify post deployment. Okay, I guess now the issue will get sorted out. So go virtual machine, create virtual machine, test VM1 is 2 years availability set. Yeah, so now it is coming. We'll choose AV set and So hope this time it will not throw error. Okay, it's throwing a error. Networking tab. Not created new IP. Yes. Okay. Okay. I think validation succeeded. So, guys, the issue was managed and unmanaged disk. When we create virtual machine, when we create availability set, the option they brought, whether whether managed disk or unmanaged disk. So availability set would be managing only managed disk. So that is why the previously we couldn't able to create a machine. So now the validation is succeeded. Just create virtual machine. So meantime, let it complete. Meantime, we'll create another machine and then we'll place into same availability set. Let it be loading. Okay, so it's loading now. Just go back and create a virtual machine 2 in the same availability set. Virtual VM2, same AV set, Windows Azure. Okay, the second machine also going to create. So we are deploying now two machines into the same availability set. So let it complete. Let it complete this deployment. So meantime, any doubt in availability set? So concept is simple, but try to understand the background of this availability set, because as I said, most project they use this availability set concept for high availability. Okay, so see, okay, see here the availability set 2, that is what we created recently, and you can see the status in the overview itself. You can see the VM1 it is running state and the VM2 it is in creating state, and you see the fault domain is 0 and updated domain is 0. So once the second VM is created, you might be seeing it is fault domain 1 and updated domain 1. Okay, so let's wait and see once machine is created. So overview also you can see, and just go to virtual machines. You can able to see the status here also.
Ram, I have one question.
Yeah,
So Ram, no matter how many ever VM we create under that availability set, will it get automatically assigned within that whatever that limited fault domain 3 and also updated domain 20?
exactly. So we don't bother about the update and fault domain. When you
Mm-hmm.
create AV set, you have to specify how many fault domain and how many updated domain you required for your application. The assignment of virtual machines, it will be taken care by Azure only in the backend. So we no need to worry and bother about the assignment and all. So VM2 it is still in creation phase. It is still updating, so let's wait to complete the VM2 deployment. Okay, deployment is succeeded. I just refresh it. Okay, fine. So you see now the VM1, that is fault domain 0 and update domain is 0. VM2, that is fault domain 1 and update domain is 1. So our fault domain count is 2. We have selected 2 fault domains. So now 0 and 1. 2 means 0 and 1. So 2 are already filled. 2 fault domains are filled. If suppose I add another virtual machine into this availability set, again the virtual machine goes to fault domain 0. Updated domain is 5. So 0, 1, still we can place 2, 3, 4. 3 machines we can place in updated domain. I mean it will place automatically. So fine, we'll deploy one more machine and we'll see the status of availability set. So I'll do one thing now. For hands-on practice, I will give access for. I will create a user. I will give access to everyone. Try to log in Azure portal from your side and create one virtual machine and place into this availability set. Okay. Quickly, I will give access. Before that, I'll just create a group. Administrator. So everyone open portal.azure.com and try to bring that sign up page, sign in page. Meantime, I will create users and I'll give to you. So Prasad account already have. Prasad, I will give user ID and
Yeah,
password.
Ram.
Yeah, you try to log in with your user ID and password.
Okay. Okay, Ram.
I'll share the password to you, the timing password. Okay, so who want access next? Please repeat your name. I will just create it right away.
Ram, I can able to log in. So I need ID password.
No, I'm just giving in my Active Directory. I'm giving ID in my Active Directory. Okay. Yeah, display password. So password. Take this password, Yamuna. User ID. I will give. I will give. So next. So who are in front of system, they can try. I will give access. So who else want access? Anusha Kumar. So anybody want to try? Hello. Hello.
Yes, Ram.
Yeah, Abhishek. If you are able to try, I will give access or. Uh,
No, no, actually, I'm on mobile. I
okay,
already
fine.
have the access to that Azure portal.
Okay, fine. Fine,
From
Abhishek.
my client, I have access.
Okay, Abhishek. Kumar or Danya, Manjunath, Anisha.
Ram, even I am on computer. I mean, I'm
Okay.
also on the phone, and my personal laptop is currently taking a very long time.
Okay, that's fine. No problem. And Danya.
Yes, I'm also using phone only now.
Okay, okay, fine. No problem.
Ram, I'm trying to create from my end.
Yes, please. I guess subscription access also you have last time I have given access. So you can go ahead and create one virtual machine and place in the same. If possible, you can share your screen and show to others so that others also can.
Ram, I have logged in with your provided ID and password, but it is asking like try with a free trial and all.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. One moment, I did not give access for subscription. Just moment. And you see the screen how I am giving access to others. Okay. So usually when you have user ID and password, you will be having access to Azure portal. At the same time, to access this
Hello, Ram.
subscription. Hello. Oh, sorry. It's my bad. I put in mute and I was talking. Okay. So sorry. Uh, when you have user ID and password, you able to log in Azure portal. But to access this subscription, you should have required RBAC privileges. Then only you can able to access subscription. Now I'm going to give privileges, RBAC privileges to Yamuna ID.
Okay.
So just go to subscription here and go to IAM access control. Here you see role assignment. Just click on here. Okay, so fine. I have two roles assigned. Go here, add button. You see add role assignment. Just click on add role assignment and choose the role which is required. So I'm going to give contributor access. So that is administrator role. Contributor access is comes under administrator access. So here I'll choose contributor and go to member. Here I will choose respective group. Users or group I can choose. I am choosing Azure training group because Yamuna is part of Azure training group. So that's why giving access and then review assign. Fine. So it will take 1 or 2 minutes time to refresh. Yeah, just refresh Yamuna and you can see the subscription would be added.
I have refreshed my page and it is still showing start with a free account, manage Azure Active Directory.
How come I have assigned? One moment.
Is my browser not loaded up?
You are part of the one user properties. Totally one member. You are the member, Ramana. You must be having access. Try try once again.
Yeah,
Sign off and sign in again. Try sign off, sign
okay.
in.
Okay, I'm signing out and trying.
Please. Yeah, do. So Prashad, you are deploying, right?
Yes, Ram. I should
Okay.
deploy a VM, right?
Yes, yeah. Deploy a VM and within the availability set. So you have to choose that availability option is availability set, and then you have to choose the availability set 2.
Okay.
No, it's the same. If I start clicking on create a virtual machine, it is routing to the start free trial.
Ram,
Okay.
I think there's any replication. It will take time for replication, I guess.
Yes, now I got.
You got it right.
Ram, I too don't
Yeah,
have, it says you don't have a subscription.
now I got it. It is
Uh,
replicated.
I think I
Prash-
also should be added to that group.
Prashad, right? You also
Ah,
don't have
yes, Ram.
access.
Yes, Ram. Prasad, Prasad. Yeah.
Okay, just a moment. I will add you to inside the group. So for that, go to
Okay, Ram.
Active Directory, go to respective group. Okay, this is the group. Azure Training is the group. So I just needs to add you inside this group. Go to Add Member, Users, Prashad, select yes. So just check it, refresh or wait for 1 minute and check.
Okay.
Still it is reflecting.
Ram, I'm unable to set the uh, availability set.
Yeah, me too. It is not showing. It is showing like create a new one. We have to create a new availability set.
Yeah, it's showing the same thing.
For me as
I
well.
had
Anyone share your
I
screen?
had set already.
Yeah, anyone share your screen?
Okay, 1 minute. Let me share.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the one I'm getting here. Availability set.
Check
If I
check
click
the
here,
region. Check the region.
oh, I selected East US to should
Yeah,
East
you should
US.
correct. Wherever
Oh, sorry.
availability set is present, it is in
Okay.
East US only. Now you will get it.
Yeah, I got it. Sorry, Ram.
Yeah, it's fine.
S-
So, Prashad, you may also check the options are selected correctly. You will get it.
This is fine. No, anything Gen 2 free,
Yeah,
whatever
anything is
is.
fine. Anything is fine. So, others who logged in from mobile post this session, please do practice. Okay, you have to get
Sure, Ram.
hands-on experience. This is really required. What it is showing, Yamuna?
It is
I think
showing some errors. VM size.
Come back. Come back.
if Ubuntu selected, there is no error.
No, no,
Linux.
we can use it. That is not an issue. Something might have missed the configuration. Create once again.
Yeah, yeah, I'm
Choose
creating.
resource group. Give the VM name. Select the security type as standard. Security type.
Ubuntu is fine. Image is Ubuntu fine.
Security type is
This I,
standard. Yeah. Go
yes, I
choose
selected
Windows.
that.
Now choose
Oh,
Windows. Come down. What it is giving? Two CPUs are needed for this configuration, but only zero CPUs of four remain for the standard. Okay, got it. So the error is coming here. Two CPUs are needed for this configuration, but only zero CPUs of four remain for the standard DS V3 family vCPUs. So, which means I'm using free trial account. So, for the free trial account, they have allocated only some amount of virtual CPUs. Okay. Already I have deployed two virtual machines and Prashad also I guess is deploying. So which is crossing the limit. The subscription limit is crossing. That is why the error is triggering like this. So if you choose less CPU, then we can able to create. You see, two CPUs are needed, minimum two CPUs. Okay, but already we have zero. Got it? So in this
yeah.
case, yeah, in this case, we have to request Microsoft to increase the quota. You see, request quota option came, right? So if we request quota, they will give some more amount of virtual CPUs. Okay, for this standard family, but we cannot do, we are using free trial account. Okay, that is fine. I guess, Prashad, have you deployed machine?
No, Ram, it's the same error for me too. Two
Okay,
CPUs are needed.
got it. Okay, then choose different OS which is having one CPU. Uh,
I
Yamuna
selected
choose,
Ubuntu.
yeah, you select Ubuntu which is required one CPU.
Your voice is echoing, Ram.
But the thing is, CPU's availability is zero now.
Correct.
Mm.
For the subscription, they have given some CPUs which already got filled. I need to release the VMs. I mean, I need to delete the VMs. Then only the CPUs will get remain.
Correct.
Yeah. So
So,
Yamuna, try to select Ubuntu. Is it visible? Is it coming? Choose the Ubuntu. No, yeah. No. Just close this one and you will get the option under the image only. Select. Yeah. Choose that one. What is the configuration is required? Again, same. Okay. Just click on that.
okay, just click on that.
You are not getting any other
You're not
options.
getting any options.
Okay, fine. Then I have
Okay,
to use
fine.
only
Then I have to
virtual
use
machine.
it. Okay.
Ram, is there any
Ram, is there any
possibility
possibility
to check like in
to
my
check like in my
subscription
subscription?
to do this because it's a free trial, right? Because of that, it's not taking.
Okay, you have access, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then you have to create again again availability set. Then you have to place it. Okay, just a moment. Right away, I will do what I'll do. I'll delete one virtual machine. Okay, so that one person can deploy the machine. Fine. I will deploy one virtual
Uh,
machine. Sorry, I will delete it right away.
Ram, maybe changing the region. Uh, Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
No,
Ram,
I'm
maybe
seeing that.
changing the
So
region.
I'm seeing that.
Yeah, I'm seeing that limitation.
I'm
My
seeing that
limitation in
limitation,
subscription
the
level.
limitation in subscription
Just
level.
moment.
Mhm.
Just moment.
Okay, anyone can now place the VM. I have
Anyone can
released
now
one
place
VM.
the video. I
I
have
have
used
deleted.
one video.
So
Deleted.
try to choose it again.
Try
You will
to
make it.
choose it again to make it.
Mhm. Mhm.
it's the same error I'm
Same
getting.
error I'm getting.
I have to refresh
I
and
Hello.
have to
create a
refresh
new one.
and create a
Try
new.
try refresh.
Refresh.
Okay, the total limit
I
is
have
only
Okay,
four.
nothing.
the total limit is only four.
Only four CPUs.
Only four
The
CPUs.
total
Mm.
limitation
Total
for free trial.
limitation for
So
free trial
that is the
is
one.
the
Guess one moment. I'm
one.
checking. Is
Yes,
there
one
any
moment.
other
I'm
region
checking
also
is there
available?
any application level.
Usages at East
Yes, just
US.
at least keywords.
Yamuna, so you are creating right one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it
Okay,
is
okay.
Now
working.
it is working.
Yeah, it's working.
Prashad, can you try Australia Central location? I just
Okay.
extended for
I just
Australia Central.
extended for Australia Central.
Okay, Ram. Changing
Just
it
a
to
try. If
Australia.
not possible,
So try
then I
if
think
not
we have to
possible,
ignore
then
it.
I think we have to ignore it.
Mm.
Mm.
Come on, quick, Yamna.
Come on, quick.
We have
Now we have,
few more. I mean, we have one more topic to
we have
discuss
one more
today.
topic to
Okay.
discuss. Okay.
This candle, I'm not
Australia
changing
Scandal,
east.
I'm not
anything.
changing
Just
anything.
I'm
Just
creating.
creating.
Fine.
Fine.
Ram, Australia east, right? Only option.
Australia is
Australia is
central.
central.
I don't see central here.
You don't see.
Asia
Not
Pacific.
see.
Okay, might be.
I have
I have
created now.
created now.
You can see now VM3.
Three.
Let it be complete.
Complete.
Uh, just moment, Prashad. I will try to see
See. Okay.
Australia.
Streaming.
It is there,
It
I
is
guess.
there, I guess.
But if you go for other
Go for other
other region, then we have to create different
region, we
availability
have to
set.
create different availability set. Okay.
Okay, so it's getting deployed.
So it's
Go back
deployed.
to which,
Go back to
availability set once and
availability
see the
once
status.
and
Yamuna.
see the status. Similar.
Come down.
Come down.
It's still creating. Click on 3. Yeah,
Creating three.
just
Yeah.
create on 3.
Create on three.
Your voice is breaking, Ram.
Breaking down.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, echoing.
Sorry.
I guess it is.
It
The
is.
sound is coming from
The
Prashad,
sound
I
is
guess.
coming from Prashad, I guess.
Okay, just click on the AV set 2 and click on creating. I mean, it's the status is under creating, right? Just click on it. You will get. Yeah, click. Just click on that. Okay, come down. Okay, it is still loading. Okay, let's take. I think it will take 2 more minutes. So I guess guys, now you everyone understood availability zone, availability set. So one more topic that is remaining, that is available. Sorry, that is scale set. Okay, that we discuss it now. Hmm. ఏమే 15 నిమిషం బట్టి ఏమే కాలేంగుడియా నాళ ముడిచి ఇతను పోతాం.
So Ram, you have deleted VM1. So
Yeah,
fault domain and update domain, it is assigned as 1 1.
one.
So it
Yeah,
should assign 0, right,
Zero,
initially.
right? Initially.
it
Maybe
was
after
0.
creating.
It was
It was 0. The first server was. So the second server placed in fault domain 1. Now again it goes to fault domain 0 because the limit what I selected, only 2 fault domains I selected.
It is still showing creating.
Just check it, Yamuna. Is it s- is it still creating? Just reload the entire page and go back. Check once.
Yes, it is
Okay.
running. It is assigned fault domain 0.
Uh, Update domain also 0 because we deleted the first VM, so the update domain became a 0. So that's why
Okay,
the
okay.
0 domain is assigned. The first domain is assigned as update domain and fault domain as 0. So if we place another VM, the fault domain goes to 1 and the update domain goes to 1.
Update domain
Sorry,
goes
yeah,
to
sorry,
not
2.
2, right?
Yeah, yeah,
2 it
2,
is.
2.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, 2.
Okay.
Okay, fine, right? So we all got this point. So Yamuna, just delete the server from your side. I will share the screen and I will start the other topic, left out topic. So post the session, we'll close. Okay.
Okay, Ram.
Yeah.
You can
Stop.
share the screen.
Stop your screen. Yeah. Okay. So we'll move for the other availability option, that is called scale set. Okay. So yesterday we discussed, somebody asked multiple VMs, right? Multiple VMs in the single deployment. Yeah, that is literally possible in high availability, but that is not the recommended one. And most companies are not using this scale set method. That is not, more friendly with load balancer. So now we have two VMs that are placed in AV set, right? So just assume that two VM, inside the two VM Flipkart application is running. Okay, so now who will route this traffic to this backend server equally? See, availability set purpose is make sure any one of the servers should be keep running. Okay, that is fine. The routing who will be doing? Load balancer is the main concept which is doing routing. Okay, that we'll see load balancer. That load balancer concept we'll see in next, after networking session. Okay, so load balancer is the main concept who actually doing routing properties, which is not friendly with this scale set availability. Okay, so but try to understand about scale set also. We can create group of VMs in the scale set 2, 3 like that. So scale set also, two options are there, two types are there. First one, uniform scale set type. Second one, flexible scale set. When uh, when scale set means we have to define the limitation. Okay, again same example I will tell. Flipkart example only. Same, one machine, one VM, 100 users, 100 people are coming. Suppose the memory or CPU usage is high, then we can their high availability, availability set concept is working here. Scale set, what scale set do, it will automatically scale out in the sense it will automatically, sorry, it will auto create new VM to balance the load. So if it is crossing more than 80 percentage of CPU and memory, we can understand that n number of users are coming to this VM. So assume that 1000 users are suddenly coming, so the memory CPU usages are going up, the load cannot be handled using single VM. So this scale set, what it will do, it will automatically create one new VM, and that VM will be getting synced with the root VM, original VM, parallelly, so that the traffic will be equally distributed to newly created VM and then old VM. Once again the users went off, again it goes to normal state, normal 100 users, they scale in actions will be come to the picture. So scale out means create new VM, in which means increase the new VM. Scale in option means, scale in means decrease the VM. Sorry, decrease the VM means it will delete the VM which is created by this scale set method. Okay, depends on the usages, scale out will be coming to picture, which means the new VM will create. Once the load again go down, again it is going to normal usage of from 80 to normal 50 percentage, 50% usage, then the VM is deleted, the newly created VM will be deleted. So this is the simple concept about scale set method. Okay, the scaling out and scaling in behavior, based on this behavior the scale set differentiated into two types. One is uniform scale set, another one is flexible scale set. Uniform scale set in the sense, when you create a first VM in the scale set, for example, you created one machine with uh, 2 CPU and 8 GB RAM. So when any overload comes, CPU memory goes high, the uniform method, the VM will be created with the same profile. I mean same configuration, same 2 CPU, 80 GB, 8 GB RAM. Okay, so multiple. The limit we can set how many VMs we need to create or auto scaling. Two options are there, two types are there. Auto scale means it will automatically scale by Microsoft Azure, or manual. We can define manual because we know the application capability and we know our overload and all. How many users per day will come, how many will go off. So two types two types we can do scaling method: auto scale or manual scaling. Okay, so if you choose auto scaling based on the high usages, Microsoft will automatically create one new user. Sorry, one new virtual machine. But who is coming? But if we choose manually, we can define 5 additional machines. Means when usages go up, this scale set will create 5 machines automatically. Sorry, 5 machines. Yeah, because we defined already as manual, so 5 machines will be created. Depends on the load. Okay, but maximum limit is 5 virtual machines. Got it? This is in the uniform scale set method. Any doubt in uniform scale set? Guys, any doubt in scale set uniform method?
Uniform method? No.
Okay, perfect. So we'll go for
Okay. So we'll go for
flexible set.
flexible
So
set.
in the flexible set,
So flexible
same example, if the CPUs goes 80 percentages, then the uniform what in the uniform method what it will do, it will create a new machine with the same set of 2 CPU. Means again it will create 2 CPU virtual machine only. But in the flexible set, it goes 80 percentage, then it will just analyze how much CPU and memory is required. For example, uh, uh, one CPU is enough and 4 GB space is enough to balance the load. Means the scale set will create one machine with one CPU and 4 GB RAM. Someone want to join? Oh, sorry, I clicked on deny. Okay, so same based on the requirement in the flexible set, it will create the machines. So here also auto scale, here also auto scaling, manual, two methods are there. Okay, so same auto scale and manual scaling method is there. So post load balance, I mean post the workload comes normal, same the machines whatever created it will be deleted as per scale set policies. Scale set policies. Okay, so any doubt in scale set method? So
No.
there are two
So
mechanisms:
there are
scale out and scale in. Scale out means creating new virtual machine. Scale in means decrease the virtual machine. And two types of scale set that is there in Azure: uniform method, flexible set method. Uniform in the sense when workload goes high, it will create a new virtual machine based on original machine configuration. But in the flexible method, whatever at the presence of time, how much space, how much CPU and memory is required, based on that it will create the virtual machine and balance the load. Post once the utilization comes under normal, the newly created virtual machines will be deleted automatically based on scale set policies. Okay, so this is about scale set. Now we'll quickly go ahead and discuss about scale set. Okay, meantime
meantime, I'll
I
just
need to delete the virtual machines. Let me quickly delete it. Or fine, I'll choose other location, Australia location. Okay, same here. Go to global search, search scale. Okay, you will get virtual machine scale set option. This is that one. Okay, so just go here, create a virtual machine scale set. So in this virtual machine scale set, you can deploy virtual
scale
machines at a
virtual
time two
machines.
machines. But it is not a flexible machine. It is just binded with the scale set. It is not a individual machine. Okay. So it is also same like VM creation method only. First step only will be little bit vary. First one basics. Choose resource group. Virtual machine scale set. The short name is VMSS. VMSS means virtual machine scale set. Okay, so just I will give VMSS hyphen 01. Location I will choose this time different. Australia Central is not coming. Australia East. Okay, fine. So availability zone. Here also the availability zone concept comes because the servers would be placed across multiple across multiple zones for high availability. Okay, if you don't want zone, then just keep it as it is, or if you want the machine spreaded across multiple zone, then you can choose the availability zone. Okay, and then orchestration mode, I said right, two types: flexible or uniform. Based on that we can, based on the requirement we can choose. So as of now I'll just keep it as flexible as it is. Security type, this is for virtual machine. I'll just give it a standard. And image, virtual machine image. We need to choose the respective virtual machines. And then images, whatever, Ubuntu or whatever. Okay. So how the structure would be in the scale set, just assume that this is the scale set and the VM will be placed like this. Whatever we give input, 2 VM means it will be binded with the 2 VMs, so it is VMSS, virtual machine scale set. So if you give one VM, then in this scale set only one VM present. But if you give multiple VMs, so it will be just binded like this. You cannot separate these VMs like this. And it's not a independent VM, it's a dependent VMs. Okay. So before that, I will delete the existing VM, which is the quota already filled. I guess we take 5 more minutes to complete it. So just you know uh, so any doubt till now, guys? Any
I have a doubt, Ram.
Yeah, go ahead now.
Okay, so Ram, while creating the availability set, you are creating it under one region, that is may say as US region. Okay, and while creating the virtual machine which you'll be deploying inside that availability set, if you create it under some other region, it would not accept, right? It should also be created under the same region, right?
Exactly. Yeah, these all region specific deployment. It's not like cross region deployment. Okay.
So that is not possible.
Correct.
VM also should be created under the same.
Yeah,
Okay,
both
thank you.
VM, the availability set, it should be in the same region, as well as resource group also should be in the same region.
Okay, thank you.
How? Fine. So any other question? So let's keep executing. Did complete. Okay. So availability set, important one. Okay, so you have to keep practice on availability set only. Scale set, uh, not that much important, but try to understand the concept of scale set. Okay, we don't know how the interviewer will ask the questions, but we I know the pattern how they will ask, but you have to understand, because as you are a beginner in Azure, you should have all this information, so that the suppose if any upgrades or features comes in Azure, it will be easy to understand. Okay, is yours flexible? Fine. See, the first few steps are few steps to scale set. Rest all same like VM creation only. Okay. In availability set, we are creating availability set separately. Then we are adding into our virtual machine. But here in virtual machine scale set, you are creating virtual machine with the scale set method. Just you are binding the virtual machines, one or two machines. Okay. So s- standard virtual machine data center size is 2 CPU. User ID, user come with 3 2 3 4 5. So next one is spot. So this is nothing. Yesterday I have told about spot instance. Okay, because in the scale set, most probably spot instance would be required. Why? Because if the utilization goes high, then only scale set will create an additional machine. Until unless it won't be required. So that is why the spot instance will be allocated for scale set method. Okay, so next disk, as usually disk for our virtual machine, and then networking, As usually, we have to choose networking for the virtual machine. Same VNet, subnet. Okay, so test source group 01. To communicate. Fine. Next one is scaling method. Okay, this is what we discussed: scaling, auto scaling or manual scaling. Initial instance count. So initial instance count means how many virtual machines are to be deployed inside this scale set initially. If you give 2, then once I deploy this scale set, 2 virtual machines will be deployed. If I give 1, then 1 virtual machine will be deployed. If I give more 3, 3 will be deployed. It depends on the requirement. Initial deployment, initial system count, sorry, instance count. So as of now, I'll just give 2, and then scaling policies, manual or custom. So as we discussed, right, scaling. So manual means, one moment. Uh, yeah, sorry. Custom means we have to define our requirement, how much we wanted, how many maximum number of instance to be created. Manual means it is automatically taking by Azure side. Okay, seems like this is auto scaling and custom would be manual. That's why they gave in this naming. Fine. So manual, that's what manual means. By default, the Azure will take instance count, and if it is goes wrong, it will automatically create. But if you define custom, so here we can give the count. What is the minimum instance, maximum instance? Here we give minimum is 2, so that here also we can give 2, and maximum how many machines, virtual machines, can be created during that high utilization. So by default, I mean, here it gave us 10. We can define like 3 or like 4 machines is enough. We know, right, how much load will come. So based on that, we can give our maximum instance. And then scale set and scale in. So scale set means, okay, sorry. Scale out means increase the VM, which means threshold. You see, scale out means CPU threshold 75 percentage and above. Okay, if this is the condition, duration in minutes. So when server reach to 75 percentage of utilization, it will wait for 10 minutes. The usage did not come down. I mean, still last 10 minutes the CPU utilization is 75 percentage. It did not reduce to less means it will create instance 1. Okay, again the scale set will see the 75, still after creating one instance also, still 75 percentage load is there means again it will create one more instance until to balance this load. That is the scale out concept, which means increase the VM. Okay, duration is 10 minutes. We can define 1 minute or 2 minutes. Okay, the value, okay, sorry, the duration is 5 minutes. The minimum time is 5 minutes. Earlier it was 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Now it increased to 5 minutes. Okay, so the scale set will wait and see up to 5 minutes. The CPU utilization is 75 means it will create one more instance. This 75 we can define 85 or 90, like that. And then scale in means CPU threshold once comes below 25 or below 25. You can define, uh, I think that, yeah, so you can define the below threshold. Okay, just assume that CPU is 20, then the number of instance will be decreased I mean the newly created machine will be deleted one by one. Okay, that is the concept in scale in. So you have to very clear what is scale out, what is scale in. Got it? And then this deleting, there are three policies are there to delete the virtual machines. First in first out, first in last out, like that. So three policies are there: scale in policy, balance across availability zone and fault domains, then delete the VM with highest instance ID. So every virtual machines will be having one unique ID. So if we choose the default policy, once the threshold comes normal, it will delete the virtual machine which is on highest ID. This is the one policy. And the second one is newest VM. Same, balance across availability zone, then delete the newest VM first, which is created latest one. The latest one will be deleted first. The same again, is the same, another rule is oldest VM. Delete the oldest means which was created first time. First time means once the utilization go high, the first VM it will create. Still the balance is not minimized means it will create again second VM. So the old VM will be deleted first, which is created first, that will be deleted. These are the policies for deleting the virtual machine. Okay, so let it be, and just go to management. Rest of other all same only. So if fine, so just click review and create. Okay, validation is passed. Just create it. So submitting the deployment. Okay, so scale set deployment is on progress. Test vnet one test. Okay, so any doubt in scale set, guys? So we covered scale set.
No, Ram.
Okay, so try to just try to differentiate what is availability set and what is availability zone and what is scale set. Okay, so in this scale set also, the zone level, same fault domain and updated domain concept will come. Okay, that is why first I explained about availability set first, then scale set first. The backend mechanism also. Someone wants to join. Anirudh. Okay. Okay. So I said right, the background mechanism, same fault domain and updated domain concept will work out for this scale set. So maximum 100 instance can be created in the uniform method, and 1000 machines, virtual machines maximum can be created in flexible method. These are the limit in fault domain and updated domain. Okay, fault domain and updated count is same. Fault domain is 3, updated domain count is 20. But the instance, the maximum instance using scale set uniform method, 1000 instance can be created. Instance means virtual machine. 1000 machines can be placed. Flexible method, sorry, 100 virtual machines, and flexible method 1000 machines can be placed. Okay, virtual machine scale set also created. So see here the virtual machine scale set created, and you can see two machines, two instances are running now. This is the computer name, the type is virtual machine. Just click here. It looks like virtual machine only because it's a virtual machine, but it is binded with a scale set. Okay, just come back and see the instance count in the scale set. You can adjust the settings, scaling settings based on our requirement. You see, the deployment, during the deployment we have selected custom auto scale, but we can choose manual also. Instance count 1000. We have selected, you remember, right? We have selected flexible method. That is why the count, instance count is showing maximum count is 1000. And if you go custom also, the maximum instance count is 1000. Okay, this you can do modify in scale in is scale set, and scale in policy also, the virtual machine delete policy also you can update it. You can choose it whatever you required, and you have to save it here. Okay, so that's it guys. We covered today we virtual machine high availability. So any doubt for today discussions, whatever we discussed?
No, Ram.
Okay, others?
No, Ram. All good.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, perfect.
So
It's
Prashant,
clear.
Vignesh,
No, Ram.
No, Ram.
Abhishek. Okay, so this week's session is over. Whatever we discussed, this next 4 5 days, you have to keep practice. Okay, so in the group I will update what to practice. I mean, I'll just suggest some topics to prepare and do practice. So keep something in handy. So next week we'll start Azure networks. Okay. So before start networks, some few left of topics are there in virtual machine. So we'll complete that one and we'll start Azure network. Okay. Once we complete all the topics, okay, we'll have one day session that is completely for troubleshooting, the interview, how they will ask, how to answer, some technical things we will discuss separately. Okay, we don't want to mix and collaborate with our existing topics. Okay, so we'll separately discuss about all the troubleshooting on virtual machines, network, storages, whatever, backup also. Okay, fine guys, I
Yeah.
guess